group of people wanted to belong. The door of a door, a legacy that has been passed along. And so these families began to build their dream, the sacred Jewish home of Chanutzim.
Guided by our past, we learn and teach and grow our tree of life, Tikkun Olam. We're not afraid to stand for what is right, planting the seeds to build a strong identity, loving kindness, justice, and community. I am Sinai, welcoming, loving Sinai, roots and tradition for the Jewish life's our mission, a shining light for me. That's why I'm Sinai, growing together, Sinai, found my connection. We're more than a congregation, we're a family. Standing here today, we know the journey's only just begun. Anive Atah, we build our future here with everyone. Join us to celebrate what's been and what will be. Together we'll make Jewish memories. I am Sinai, welcoming, loving Sinai, roots and tradition for the Jewish life's our mission, a shining light for me. That's why I'm Sinai, growing together,
Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom to everyone here at the synagogue, people who are watching our service online, to all of you. Really wish you a Shabbat Shalom, Umenucha, the day of rest, also in the day of peace. Well, you see, I'm my own today. Tomorrow I'll be leading services with Rabbi David, who is helping us with Torah study and then leading the service with me. And you know, in preparation for this Shabbat, actually, we just finished with Marcelo a wonderful rehearsal for a Rock Shabbat that is going to happen in August, a Rock Shabbat to welcome the year. And actually, it sounds pretty good. Yeah. And you know, I said to Marcelo last week, it's always a privilege and a pleasure to work with such a great musician because, you know, make things so easy for me, but also, you know, it's promising to be a wonderful event. So just put it in your calendar. The event will be August 25th. So with that, we are going to start with a beautiful tune to welcome the Shabbat, acknowledging that we are together. Hine ma tov u'ma na'im shevet achim gam yachad. How good it is, how pleasant it is for brothers and sisters to live together in unity and harmony. Hine ma tov u'ma na'im shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov u'ma na'im shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov u'ma na'im shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov u'ma na'im shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov u'ma na'im shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov u'ma na'im shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov u'ma na'im shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov u'ma na'im shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov u'ma na'im shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov u'ma na'im shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov u'ma na'im shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov u'ma na'im shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov u'ma na'im shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov u'ma na'im shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov u'ma na'im shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov u'ma na'im shevet achim gam yachad. Adonai, you abide, though all things change. I am anxious and fearful, and I turn my heart to you, looking to you and leaning on your strength. It is written, blessed is the one whose strength is in you. Bless me now with faith and courage. Help me to feel that you are with me, setting and sustaining me with the assurance that I am loved. Be with me and bring me hope, that in the days to come my aspirations may be fulfilled for my good and the good of those I love who depend on me. Banish my fears with the sense that you are always present. to uphold and sustain me. As it is written, have no fear, for I am with you. Be not dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you. I will help you. I will uphold you with the power of my righteousness. I'm looking for something here, which is not happening. I'm looking for a piece of music. Okay. Okay. No worry. Lechun Adonai Adonai. Come, let us sing to Adonai. Let us acclaim the rock of our deliverance. Page 130. Let us sing out to God, the maker of all, sure and strong. Let all of creation from mountain to sea hear our song. We say, God's light we rejoice. So now let us listen with all our hearts to hear God's voice. The next page, 131, at the bottom, the top, Psalm 96, Shir Adonai, Shir Chadash, Shir Adonai, Kol Haaretz, really is, we are thinking about this, the concept of sing unto God. Every time that we come here to the temple and every time we want to communicate with God, we sing a new song. And on page 135, this is really the first time I'm singing this beautiful tune on Friday night. I don't know why, because actually it's a great tune. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu at the bottom of 135. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu ve'ishtachavu lehar kodsho ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu. Exalt Adonai our God and bow towards God's holy hill, for Adonai our God is holy. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu ve'ishtachavu lehar kodsho. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu ve'ishtachavu lehar kodesho. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu Romemu. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu Romemu. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu ve'ishtachavu lehar kodesho. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu ve'ishtachavu lehar kodesho. We welcome the Shabbat with the words of Lecha Dodi written by Shlomo Alkabetz, page 138. Lecha lecha dodi likrat kala penei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha lecha dodi likrat kala penei Shabbat nekabela. La 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 la. Lecha dodi likrat kala penei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha lecha dodi likrat kala penei Shabbat nekabela. Shamor וזכור בדיבורך, השמיענו אל המיוחד, נא אחד ושבו אחד, ושמול תפארת וליתי לה 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 לה. לך דודי לקראת קלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת קלה, פני שבת נקבלה. עידת שבת מכוון אלך, כי מקור הברכה, וראש בקדם נסוכה, סוף מעשה ומחשבת, כי לה 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 לה. לך דודי לקראת קלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת קלה, פני שבת נקבלה. התעוררי, כי בעורף קומי אורי, שיר דברי, כבוד אדוני עלייך נגלה לה 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 לה. לך דודי לקראת קלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת קלה, פני שבת נקבלה. Rise, we turn to the door to welcome the Sabbath bride. בואי ושלום, עטרת בעלה, גם בשמחה ובצולה, תוך אמוני המסגולה. בואי חלה, בואי חלה. לך דודי לקראת קלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת קלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לה לה לה. לך דודי לקראת קלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת קלה, פני שבת נקבלה. שיר ליום השבת, טוב להודות לאדוני ולסבר לשמך עליון, ולסבר לשמך עליון. מזמור שיר ליום השבת, טוב להודות לאדוני, ולסבר לשמך עליון, ולסבר לשמך עליון. להגיד במות כחסדך, יום השבת, ולהודות לאדוני, ולסבר לשמך עליון, ולסבר לשמך עליון. כי שימחתני אדוני בפועלך, במעשה ידיך ארחתן. מה גדלו מעשיך אדוני מאוד, עמקו מחשבותיך. מזמור שיר ליום השבת, טוב להודות לאדוני, ולסבר לשמך עליון, ולסבר לשמך עליון, ולסבר לשמך עליון, ולסבר לשמך עליון. Helene, do you like to light the Shabbat candles? Good. Invite Helene Gordon.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. I was like, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yes, it goes. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. אשר קידשנו במצוותיו וציוונו להדליק נר של שבת. I can't
I was trying to prompt you the word. Good, good, good. We rise for Baruch Hu, page 146. Am I awake? Am I prepared? Are you listening to my prayer? Can you hear my voice? Can you understand? Am I awake? Am I prepared? Am I prepared? Are you listening to my prayer? When you hear my voice, can you understand? Am I awake? Am I prepared? Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, ruler of the universe, who speaks the evening into being, skillfully opens the gates, thoughtfully alters the time, and changes the seasons, and arranges the stars in their heavenly courses according to plan. You are creator of day and night, rolling light away from darkness and darkness from light, transforming day into night and distinguishing one from the other. Adonai Tsevaot is your name. Ever-living God, may you reign continually over us into eternity. Blessed are you, Adonai, who brings on evening. Baruch atah Adonai Amari Varavim. Everlasting love, you offer your people Israel by teaching us Torah and mitzvot, laws and precepts. Therefore, Adonai our God, when we lie down and when we rise up, we will meditate on your laws and your commandments. We will rejoice in your Torah forever. Day and night we will reflect on them, for they are our life, and doing them lengthens our days. Never remove your love from us. Praise to you, Adonai, who loves your people Israel. Baruch atah Adonai, ohev amo Israel. Shema Israel, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. 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 Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto, Leolam Va'ed. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto, Leolam Va'ed. Shema Israel, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Israel, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. You may be seated. ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך, והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם, בשבתך בביתך, לכתך בדרך, ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אדוני אלוהיכם אמת. מי כמוך, page 158. מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך להנדר בקודש. מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך להנדר בקודש. נאמר לפניי את יעקב, הוגה למלך חזק ממנו, ברוך אתה אדוני, קהל ישראל. Page 161, a beautiful tune written by a great musician, Noah Aronson, and my friend. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storm. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storm. Ashkivenu, Adonai Eloheinu. Ashkivenu, Beshalom. Ashkivenu, Adonai Eloheinu. Ashkivenu, Beshalom. Be'amidenu, Shomreinu lechaim. Ufros aleinu, Sukan shombecha. Ashkivenu, Adonai Eloheinu. Ashkivenu, Beshalom. Ashkivenu, there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storm. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storm. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. The people of Israel shall keep Shabbat, observing Shabbat in every generation as a covenant for all time. It is a sign forever between me and the people of Israel. For in 6 days the eternal God made heaven and earth, and on the seventh day God ceased from labor and rested. We sing together, Beshamru. Beshamru b'nei Israel et ha-Shabbat, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ביני ובין בני ישראל, ביני ובין בני ישראל, אותי לעולם, אותי לעולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. כי ששת ימים, כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. We are now going to take a moment for a silent Amidah, which I invite you to either to pray, to read the words that you find in your Siddur, in your prayer book, in Hebrew, in English. Maybe you want to choose a prayer that, whose text maybe particularly strikes you, or you can always meditate with the words that your heart may prompt. So we take a moment for this silent moment of meditation and prayer. May the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart be acceptable to you, Adonai, my rock and my redeemer. At the bottom of page 180, we conclude the Amidah with these words. Imrefi ben yom libi. May the words of my mouth and the prayer of my heart be acceptable to you, O God. לפי מגיון ליבי לפניך. And at this point in our service, we think of those who are in need of prayer of healing, healing of the body, healing of the soul. Page 371 if you want to follow the prayer along. Mi shebeirav avotenu mekor Abraham eimotenu. May the source of strength who blessed the ones before us help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say Amen. And on this Shabbat, we especially think of Osvaldo Veraza, John Berger, Zelma Berger, Elliot Citron, Eliyahu Baruven and Miriam, El Karak, Gedaya Itzik, Rita Gold, Marion Gordon, Sharon Greenberg, Sidel Howitt, Ed Jones, Mindy Elizabeth Jones, Susan Jones, Charles Cantor, Didi Katzker, Alice Klein, Hilda Mitrani, Michael Rosen, Carol Schechtman, Michelle Shermer, Barry Sugar, Susan Dvora Schwartz, Simcha Rebecca, Nancy Simon, Sharon Smith, Mary Swift, Ruben Benzelig, Etzivia Halevi, Aryeh Tzvi Benzora, Kevin Webb, Peter Wells, Nina Bill Yorker, and Tema Pat Zelig. Mekor Abraham leavoteinu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shleima, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit. Let us say Amen. On this Shabbat, I brought something very short and sweet, to help us think about the story and the message. You know, a food for thought, as we say. This tale is called The Perfection of the Cracked Bucket. Every morning, an elderly woman traveled down to the river to get water from drinking, cooking, and cleaning. She carried 2 buckets, filled them, and headed back to her isolated cottage. One of the buckets was brand new and still held water. The other bucket was ancient, damaged, and leaked as the elderly lady walked. When she got home, nearly 1/3 of the water had poured through the cracks. The cracked bucket told the elderly woman one day, I've been leaking water every morning for several years. I am really sorry for being cracked and complicating your life. If you need to replace me with a better bucket, I understand." The elderly woman smiled and asked the bucket, "Do you honestly think I haven't known about your cracks this whole time? Look at all of the lovely flowers that bloom along the path from my cottage to the river. I planted their seeds, but it's up to you to water them every morning." Feeling well enough in life, work, career, and relationships are entirely dependent on how we perceive the gaps in our own bucket, because we all have some flaws. But are there fissures that corrupt, taint, spoil our experience and desirability, or do our cracks water a trail of flowers we haven't yet noticed? That's for today. Shabbat Shalom. We continue with Aleinu on page 586, and I will invite the congregation to please rise if you are able.
עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כעת, וקור עלינו ככל עמונה. ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא, ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ. ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד.
Our thoughts turn to the one who are no longer with us. On this Shabbat, we especially think about Sergio Kolesnikov. And we remember that for the period of Shloshim, and we remember the yard site of the following congregant loved ones: Dr. Benjamin Center, Melba Cohen, Oli A. Cohen, Father Richard Deitch, Harry Dordis, Estelle Drexler, Joseph Freeman, Alfred Freidenlin, Chuck Furman, Jacob Glickman, Edward Katz, Rose Katzker, Sheldon Corman, Harry Corman, Rose Joseph Newman, Bruce Patridge, Natalie Rieger, Shirley Safferstein, Lillian Sugar, Ray Swift, Max Wolf, Robert E. Wolf, and Ellen Zarin. We also remember the people who are permanently displayed on the memorial walls. For all of them, we rise as one congregation and we recite Kaddish Yatom, Mourner's Kaddish together. Itkadal ve'itkadash sheme rabba, be'alma dibra chilute, ve'amlich malchute, be'chayechon uve'imechon, uvchaye dechol beit Israel, ba'agala uvizman kariv, ve'imru, Amen. יהא שמי רבה מבורך לעולם ולעולמי עולמיה. יתברך וישתבח, ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא, ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל, שמי דקודשה בריחו. לעילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה, תושבחתה ונחמתה, תאמירן בעלמה ואמרו אמן. יש שלמה רבה מן שמיה, וחיים עלינו ועל כל ישראל ואמרו אמן. עושה שלום ממרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ואמרו אמן. המקום ינחם אתכם בתוך שער אבלי ציון בירושלים. May the one who is a source of consolation grant you and your family's consolation together with all mourners of Zion and Jerusalem. You may be seated. Once again, I want to wish you Shabbat Shalom, and I want to say thank you to all the sponsors for this Shabbat. They are Doctors Laura and Alan Drexler in memory of Estelle Drexler, Eddie Fine Freeman in memory of her father, Joseph Freeman, Rosellen and Dr. David Glickman in memory of Jacob Glickman, Helene Gordon in memory of her uncle, Robert E. Wolf, Didi and Toby Katzker in memory of Rods Katzker, Heather and Marty Oppenheimer in memory of Heather's father, Bruce Partridge. We have next week, the week after, on July 26th at 7 p.m., there will be an inter-community event held at Temple Judea in Coral Gables, commemorated the festivity of Tisha B'Av, one of the darkest events in the Jewish history, and that will be our own Rabbi Litvak will be participating in it. So if you really are able to, it will be great to go down to Temple Judea in Coral Gables. We have still opportunities for people to register for kindergarten, our brand new kindergarten that will be opening this fall, and Club Sinai, our after-school program, which is going to be amazing. Every day after school, there will be activities for the kids. They're going to learn about Jewish values, learn Hebrew, and also help with the homework. So if you know anyone in your family, in your group of friends who may be interested in this is a good opportunity to tell them so. Believe it or not, I see here, you don't see that there, but I see here the picture of a honey jar. That means High Holidays is coming. It's coming very soon, okay? Really, mid-September, we're going to start with Rosh Hashanah, and actually on September 9th, we will have with this beautiful Seder of Silichot. So we have here, when the season is starting, we have this fundraiser event to bring sweetness to our midst. So here we have the details. You can contact the office if you're interested in participating. And again, it's not here yet because I was waiting for a picture from Marcelo for the flyer. But now, I will tell you next week you will have a flyer for Rock Shabbat, as I mentioned before. I'm going to, after the service, we're going to have a good picture of you on the piano so that we can create the flyer and we will promote that. But for you, just to understand, August 25th, 6:15 here in the sanctuary, we will have your own Cantor Norman, together with the rock and roll Rabbi David, and Marcelo Barsky and his music machine band. All together, we are going to rock the house. And the idea is we are going to use the tunes that you know and love from rock from the 60s, 70s, and 80s, and we are going to put them together with the liturgy for Shabbat.
There is 150 also.
You're right. Which are the Elvis?
Yeah.
Elvis, no? So you see, we are hitting each decade, yeah. Okay, yeah, 50, 60, 70, and 80. You have all rock for every generation. And again, it's going to be wonderful. And we already rehearsed. I'm already having a great time, so I hope you can come that Friday to welcome the year really with the spirit of rock and Shabbat all together. It's going to be wonderful. You want to say something, Helene? The 25th of August. August 25th. 25. So, you know that, and next week hopefully you will have information in a flyer. With that, we are going to conclude with the singing of Adon Olam. Page 625. Adon Olam, page 625.
Adon Olam asher bara et terem kol etzir dibra et nasa rechev sokol asai melech shebo nikra ve'acharei kichlot hakol evado imloch noda vehu haya vehu ove vehu yeh betifara vehu echad ve'ein sheni ve'am shilo Sur hebi ve'et zahara ve'undisi umandos li ve'nat kosi ve'yom eka ve'ya'ado avkid ruhi ve'et ishan ve'ahira ve'imruki kevi'ati Adonai li ve'lohira ve'imruki kevi'ati Adonai li ve'lohira. We rise for Kiddush and Hamotzi. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hakafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kideshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu b'shabbat kodesho v'yava uvratzon inchilanu zikaron למעשה בראשית, כי הוא יום תחילה למקראי קודש, זכר ליציאת מצרים. כי באנו בחרת אותנו קידשת מכל העמים בשבת קודשך באהבה וברצון הנחלתנו. ברוך אתה אדוני מקדש השבת. אמן. חיים. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם המוציא לחם מן הארץ. אמן. שבת שלום.